Welcome to this wonderful platform. If it is your first time of stopping by or coming across this channel for the first time, you are welcome. Please, if you like what you see here, after watching, subscribe, put on your notification bell. It's very, very important because it's going to help you to know when I upload a new video. In this channel, I present to you news on daily basis on what is happening in the whole world, especially in Nigeria and in Biafran land. Yes, I'm Mother Biafra. I bring to you Biafran news. So before I do that, what I always do is that I analyze it and I sit down there to watch the video together with you. Then we'll come to the comment section to talk about it. Of course, everybody is entitled to his or her opinion. That is why the comment section is there for you to contribute, leave your ideas, your thoughts, your belief about the videos that you have watched. Please, as we are doing this, let us do it constructively. As we hop into today's video, remain blessed. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate your massive support in this channel.
My guest today is Professor Zadimawala, President of Alaibo Development Foundation, a renowned intellectual and, of course, a first professor of philosophy in Nigeria and a frontline African philosopher. Today, there are clamors for self-determination. There are the people from Biafra who are seeking self-determination. There are people from the Oduduwa Republic who are seeking self-determination, and maybe one or two other groups like that who are also insisting that they seek self-determination. What's your attitude towards all those who are clamoring for self-determination?
Only from what I've said so far, you definitely can answer the question about my position. My position is that the Oduduwa people, LYNDA'S, were not created by God to be under anybody's control. They are created, they have a distinct language with internal variations, distinct culture. They have their hero, they have their value, they have their history. And therefore, their demand to be allowed to have freedom to relate to the world on their own terms, to control their internal resources, to control their judiciary, to control their security, to make sure no man, whether he's mad or not, can carry cow into their farms to destroy their crops, to control their natural habitat. That right is fundamental. The same thing with the Igbos, the same thing with the TV people, the same thing with the Hausas. The other day, everybody was talking of Hausa Fulani, Hausa Fulani, Hausa Fulani. And those who made the hatred keep murmuring and laughing. We're happy that today the Hausa nationalities are regaining their voice. They are regaining themselves. And they are demanding what is their right. They are not Fulanese. They want to be on their own. But to relate to everybody who is Fulanese on equal terms. Not to live as antagonistic people with other regions. No. The House has, the song of freedom is on the lips of everybody in the country now. It is no longer the Igbos, no longer the Yorubas, no longer the TV people. You know. That is where things are now. The demand for self-determination, the demand for freedom, freedom to decide who you are, your internal resources, control them, and freedom to relate to anybody on mutually friendly terms. That is the trend. And I'm saying that this trend will continue. Those who resist it are only the people who are interested in the bloodshed that is being wasted. The human beings that are being wasted along the coast. But I think eventually things are going to settle down to that point.
Now, supposing, Professor, that somehow we're able to achieve what you have described. There are also internal contradictions within these groups, these nationalities. For instance, you have said somewhere that Biafra is a multinational entity, same as possibly the Hausas or possibly the Yorubas. They are multinational entities. If and when this self-determination is achieved at this level, what do you envisage will happen within the internal groups that are seeking self-determination?
In the internal groups, like within the Yoruba nation, or within the Igbo nation, or within Biafra, or what?
Within the Yoruba nation, within the Igbo nation, within the Hausa nation, within the Fulani nation, there are also internal dynamics that are at play. If they do succeed, for example, in self-determination, what do you envisage would happen at that level?
Let's take the Igbos, for example. Assuming today, we all agree that the Igbo nation should enjoy freedom as an autonomous state. That will not guarantee that husband and wife will quarrel, that there will be quarrel over land cases, or some other cultural differences, that we will get to a point where one kindred once says it's not getting its own right, or one state in Alubu will not say they're not getting their own right. But we are saying that such internal forces, politics is part of human being, and politics is struggle for power. Even in the family, there's struggle between a man and a wife as to who does this or who does that. There is that. For the level and manner of resolution of conflicts within the Igbo nation will not be as disastrous as what is happening between the Igbos and the Fulanis or other nationalities. It will be very easily manageable. I do remember, if you read the book of Ambassador Oku, he narrated the history of what was happening in those those days of slavery, when some parts of Alibo would go to other parts for slave trade, and so on and so forth. That happened to a point. But it got to a point when the elders of Ali got together and swore an oath that would be no more of that kind of business. And they were able to control it. And from that moment on, the section of Alibo that was prominent in that street, in the Arios district, they lived very happily with their brothers in other parts of Alibo. So we are saying that having a Oduduwa Republic will not guarantee that there will be no internal differences. But those internal differences will not lead to the kind of carnage that goes on today in the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Right, Prof, we are fast moving towards the 2023 general elections. Amidst all the insecurity in the land, many people are worried whether 2023 will become a reality. Now, you were one of the moving forces behind the G34 that eventually metamorphosed into the People's Democratic Party at that time. What are your concerns with that party and with the Nigerian politics today as we move towards 2023?
This network is bad. I understand you to be asking about you were talking about the parties. If you can come again, it will be clearer to me.
Yes, Prof. What I asked initially is that we are moving very fast towards the 2023 general elections. And this is amidst all the insecurity in the land today. And many people are concerned about the reality of 2023 itself. But there again, you have a situation where the political parties look very unsettled. You were one of the moving forces of the G34 that translated into the PDP, which today is, as it were, in crisis. What are your concerns and what are your fears about the politics of 2023?
Well, first of all, on the issue of the raging insecurity in the country, insecurity which is manifested at various levels and dimensions. Then I was listening to Governor Masari, who was telling us that at some level, at national level, the major source of insecurity is from the Fulani nationality. He has accepted that. And we don't need to go to the diviner to know whether it is true or false. At that level, how do we deal with it? It's something a federal government can deal with. At the federal level, they control the borders, they control the Air Force, they control the military. If they are not able to do it, to protect us from the Fulani menace, is either the federal government is not capable of doing it, or the federal government is unwilling to do it. Whichever way, it is bad. And I agree with those who say that President Buhari has proven clearly that his government is not capable of handling that insecurity at that level. Then, of course, within the nation, we see headsmen. And some say that these headsmen are covers for the same Fulani forces, menacing other regions. I think again at some level, at another level, the regional governments and state governments have the power, if they have the way, to protect their people. By finding out the various manifestations of this insecurity caused by these people and how to handle it. And this is where you introduced me earlier as President of the Igbo Development Foundation. From 2016, we sent a memorandum to the 7 Igbo-speaking states, asking them to enact anti-opium grazing law in the various states. And we've been campaigning for it. Along the line, we found that even Igbo states have that law. We have been campaigning on that. Beyond the state government, regional governments, the communities also have the right to protect themselves. And we keep making reference to those days. We say in my community, you dare not have any goat, any cow, any sheep rolling around within the community, because it's an agricultural community. There are laws to take them. We also have village vigilantes that take care of bandits. Community has that power. Beyond these communities, individuals, families also have the power of the right of self-defense. In our community in those days, every able-bodied young man possesses a gun, as well as apparently the other is for self-protection. If a thief or a bandit enters your house, you don't take the phone to call Buhari or call Hopos or anybody before you rise up in location to protect you. So there are various levels and layers of dealing with this insecurity. I was also happy when the Masari and others have said communities should organize and protect themselves, defend themselves. Somebody told me, I don't know whether it is correct, I'm trying to confirm it, that even in Imo State, where our governor, many people accuse him of being a northern lackey and so on and so forth, and not interested in the security of the people. Somebody said that he has also advised the communities to organize self-defense. That is the way it should go. I have tried to point out various layers of dealing with this insecurity. Various layers of dealing with it. So I think the right of self-defense is fundamental, and we cannot abrogate it to anybody. When people ask others to surrender their guns and so forth, some of us smell mischief. And in the light of what's happening today, we now feel that we are correct. But we still insist that the various communities, people should organize themselves. I feel very happy hearing about some communities where their youth have organized prisoners and face the bandits. However, there's another form of insecurity today. There's anarchy in the land, which is very worrisome. Anarchy in the land.
So, Prof, yes, I need you to go ahead to address the issue of the politics of 2023. We're moving very fast towards that next general election now, and the parties, at least the major parties, look very unsettled.
General election, my fear is that the raging insecurity may become a major threat to the ability of anybody to conduct election. Banditry is all over the whole place. You don't know whether it is Fulani forces, whether it's the herdsmen, whether it's criminals. We've had reports about even officials of the state organizing forms of insecurity for extorting money. We've also received reports about even town union presidents organizing to extort money. Unfortunately, by their behavior and conduct, the state governments are systematically losing the power of control. They're losing the power of control. This is why in our Libre today, you can see the kind of bad mind which we have. After IPAB had declared Monday as a sit at home, even when they would do it, nobody's obeying. Because that situation fans the blood, the desired appetite of bandits. So this is where we have a problem. And in that case, some of us in our organization, Liberty Foundation, we are saying that the answer to this, one, the communities have to wake up, organize themselves, to take control of their land, organize their youth, and they get them in purposeful action, in activity, like farming, agriculture, instead of allowing them to roam around and falling prey to various manipulative forces. So we are thinking that if the communities organize themselves as organize to take control of their land, their agriculture, they will be able to run their affairs in keeping with the traditional value system that makes an agrarian community a truly agrarian community. It's always a value reading within this thing. But the youth, everybody kept busy and kept gainfully engaged.
Prof, one last question before we go. I'd like to rephrase this again, and it has to do with the state of the political parties as they are today. You were one of the foundation members of the PDP, for instance. Now, it doesn't appear as if the major political parties are settled enough to begin to pursue the politics of 2023. What are your thoughts?
You see, long time ago, when we started studying the party system in Nigeria, I remember one of our veteran political fathers, Iken Zumiro. He called the political parties trading companies. When I went left for G34. From there, the dream of forming a party came in. We set sail to form the biggest political party in Africa. That's the PDP. We did a lot. Incidentally, the forces that put the PDP together was a kind of multinational force. Babanga Tukus, Chiroma, Solomon Lars, LYNDA'S, and so on and so forth. We put the PDP together. Then, because of my little experience and talent, my colleagues asked me to run for secretary of that party. And I was able to get the permission of my colleagues in university, in spite of the ban on lecturers going for party. They gave good permission to go and run for that election. That election was rigged against me and Awele. We went to court. At that time, we thought that the courts would be a bastion for defense of democracy. It was a rich shock when Kutige withdrew from the case. And it was a man, many people told us that he was a no-nonsense judge. And his withdrawal was a tactical withdrawal. But then I realized that the judiciary in Nigeria didn't have what it...
My wonderful people, thank you so much for watching this video together with me. I appreciate your massive support in this channel. Before, if it is your first time of stopping by or coming across my YouTube channel, you are welcome. Now that we have finished watching this video together, you saw me sitting there watching it together with you. I appreciate you. Let's go to the comment section to talk about it. If it is your first time, subscribe, put on your notification bell. That notification bell is very, very important.